This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about LeBron James. This dude, this clown. I want to talk about him because now it's about where he's going. See, this is what the media keep talking about. Where is he going to go? See, everybody want to sit here and they want to try to stick it to Kevin Durant and say, oh, he made the weakest and the softest move when he went to the Golden State Warriors to play with the Stephen Currys of the world, to play with the Klay Thompson of the world, to play with the Draymond Greens of the world. Here's the problem with this. Golden State Warriors, those three guys, they were drafted into the team. It wasn't like when LeBron did in Miami. See, and that's where everybody, the media will bamboozle you, man. They will make you think. And see, and that's what they do. These LeBron apologists, these LeBron tards, that's what I'm going to start calling them, the Latards. They want to turn around and bamboozle your brain and turn it into scrambled eggs to the point where you believe everything that they have to say to justify their points on why they support this dude. Again, this dude that's 3 for 9 in the finals, abysmal 33%. They want to show you why they support this guy. I don't know why people are promoting this dude. In the pantheon of greatness, like I said before, there has never been a superstar on that level, that has been below 50% in the NBA Finals. I'm sorry, but people want to sit here. That's the guy they want to go for. It just shows you the generation that we're in. We're in a Rudy Poo generation where people want to justify when things are not as great as they need to be, that they're still winners. This is the generation we're in. And LeBron is headlining that generation. And that's another thing that I'm going to talk about another time. But the point that I'm trying to talk about here, to go back to where he's going to go, in my mind, I thought he was going to Philly because I thought it would make sense. Hey, you go to Philadelphia, you're going to be with the Ben Simmons of the world, you're going to be with the Joel Embiids, you're going to be with the Markelle Fultz of the world. That's a team right there that when you look at their length and their size and their capabilities, they will cause problem for the Golden State Warriors. Because, again, basketball is all about matchups. They'd be too lengthy and they'd be too big. Plus, who will be able to stop Joel Embiid down low? This is the team that I would think if he went to that team, I would show him some level of respect because now he's going to a team with these young boys. He can mold them, but yet they can still be kind of a super team. No. He's going to take the easy way out. It's looking like, and I'm starting to believe what I'm seeing here, this whole Lakers nonsense about him, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. I mean, if that happens, it goes and shows you the point that I was trying to say. People want to sit here and vilify Kevin Durant. You got to remember, before Kevin Durant, there was a LeBron James. And LeBron James was the one that started this super team, this new era super team, what we call super friends nonsense. Super teams have always existed. But it was never a super friends where, hey, we don't want to compete. We don't like the word competition because with competition, that means we got to work hard. We don't want that. Just like anything else in life, we don't want that. We want things to be easy. We want an easy route, and we want to find an easy way to get to our destination. Hey, Dwayne Wade, what's up, my boy? You like, hey, look here, man. I think I want to team up with you because I'm tired of competing against you in the East. And how about we get Chris Bosh to come and join us? If that is not the definition of making it easy for yourself, I don't know what it is. And when I hear the Nick Wrights of the worlds, the Jimmy Jacksons of the worlds, the Chris Broussards of the worlds, the Shannon Sharps of the worlds try to sit here and justify this babble and this nonsense and say that Kevin Durant, did it the worst way. No, LeBron James was the originator of this crap. All Kevin Durant was doing was saying, hey, you did it, so I'm going to copy this formula. It worked for you, so it's going to work for me. Hey, you found an easy way to win the championship, so I'm going to find an easy way to win the championship. Kevin Durant wasn't the first one to do this. The first one to do this was LeBron James, and you people need to get your facts straight, man. I'm sick and tired of this crap because all y'all want to do is justify the nonsense. Now he about to do it again. He about to make the Cleveland fans mad. If I was him, look here. We all know that you're a family man. We all know that you have another kid. We all know that your family don't want to leave Ohio. Just finish your career out there, man. Show your intestinal fortitude and stay with that team. You know what I'm saying? Show that you got cojones and stay there, dog. Like, why you want to sit here and then turn around and go and hop on another team? That don't make no sense to me. But see, this is the stuff I'm talking about. And people want to sit here and say, oh, I'm a LeBron hater, or I don't like the dude. I have problems with him. No, I don't have problems with. I don't. First of all, I don't freaking know this dude. I don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So how do I have a problem with somebody I don't know? I'm just basing it and I'm going by what's in front of me, just like any true basketball, purist or connoisseur would do it. I'm looking at the fact that, hey, this guy right here took the easy route out. He didn't ride it out like the MJs and the Kobe's of the world to stay on one team. Yeah, did those guys make arguments about them wanting to play with people and stuff like that and putting pressure on the management? Yeah, you're supposed to do that, because if you are a great player, and this is to Jordan and Kobe's credibility, because I'm tired of them talking this nonsense about, well, Kobe was crying, when he didn't have any help, et cetera, et cetera. He was the one that ran out of Shaq. Let me kill this misnomer. Kobe never ran Shaq out. Jerry Buss, who was the owner of the Lakers, if you do your research, you will understand this. He went with youth. You see, business, you're always going to go with the younger person, because guess what? You're going to get more out of the younger person. Shaq was already starting to become in his 30s at that point. I think he was turning 30 at that point. Plus, you're dealing with a guy that's constantly overweight, don't have discipline in the offseason, and he was only going to continue to have more and more injuries. So if I was Jerry Buss, I'd have done the same thing. I had a young, stellar, stallion, 25-year-old Kobe Bryant. That's who I would go for versus the 30-year-old man. I mean, come on. It's just simple business here. And then you guys want to sit here and be mad at Kobe because they picked the younger guy that they knew they would get another 6 or 7 or 8 more years out of. Come on, man. That's business 101. So don't be mad. Don't hate the player. Hate the game, man. Be mad at Jerry Buss. Don't be mad at Kobe. That's the problem with you guys. You guys don't understand how business works. Secondly, people want to sit here and talk about, well, Kobe cried in 07, 08, and he got Paul Gasol. Listen, man, Paul Gasol, even his best year, is not even on Chris Bosh's level. I'm sorry, man. I'm just telling the truth. So when people want to sit here and say, well, Kobe had Paul Gasol, he had Lamar Odom, these guys were good players, but they weren't the Dwayne Wades. They weren't the Chris Boshes of the world. I mean, LeBron, that team that they formed in Miami, and the fact that they only won 2 out of 4, that says a lot about this dude, man. They were at least supposed to win 3 out of 4 minimum, maximum 4 out of 4. The fact that they only won 2 out of 4, I mean, come on, what does that say about this dude? But anyways, that's another video at another time. The point that I'm trying to make is this dude is about to do the same thing he did in Miami. He's about to do the same thing. If he goes to the Lakers and he forms with Paul George and he forms with the Kawhi Leonards and these types of people, it just shows you truly who he is. A guy that wants to ride from team to team and to have super friends. And this is the other stuff that I don't hear anybody talking about. Nobody's talking about this guy, having a super team in Cleveland, because he did. Because right before Uncle Drew went, and that's, Kyrie Irving, if you guys want to know who I'm talking about, it was him, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson. That was a super team, man. So I don't care what anybody got to tell me. When people want to sit here and say, oh, they didn't have a super team in Cleveland. No. The only reason why the team wasn't a super team anymore is because Uncle Drew was the only one who was man enough to do what nobody else was able to do, and he left. Because, and this is the thing that people don't understand. Guys that play under LeBron James's career, don't take my word for it. All you got to do is do the research. This man suffocates guys' NBA career. I mean, he physically drains these dudes to the point where they're not useful if they go somewhere else, or they're not useful when they continue on in their career. Don't take my word for it. All you got to do is look at the Dwayne Wades of the world, the Chris Bosh of the world, the Kevin Loves of the world. There's a pattern here, man. Every time this guy has played with guys that are to that level, he suffocates them to the point where if they try to go play somewhere else, they're not the same player that they were. Because the thing that people need to understand, playing with LeBron James is the hardest thing to do. I know people want to sit here and they're going to vilify me. They're going to say, what are you talking about? He's the ultimate team player. No, that's what the media has put in your head. That's what they bamboozled you. Playing with LeBron James is the hardest thing to do. You know why? Because you got to deal with his prima donna attitude, one. Secondly, you got to deal with all of the entourage of his friends and all of that comes with it. And three, and all those demands and all that. Hence, Pat Riley. All you gotta do is go talk to Pat Riley and see the nonsense that he had to deal with all of these friends saying they wanted this and they wanted that. That's why I respect Pat Riley, because Pat Riley was like, "Nah, we ain't having none of this nonsense over here. You can take that back to Cleveland. We don't need you, man. We don't need you coming in here making all of these demands because you LeBron James, or your friend needs this and your friend needs that." That's another thing that people got to deal with. And then the other thing too is LeBron has to be the guy that has to control everything. He has to control the narrative. He has to control this. He has to control that. That can be a problem for your team, man, when you got one guy that wants to do all of that. See, and that's the difference between him and the MJs and the Kobe's of the world. Yes, did MJ and Kobe run their team like drill sergeants? They did. Did they control their teams to make sure that their teams did what they supposed to? They did. But it was only from a basketball standpoint. They weren't sitting there suffocating the team, holding it hostage to the point where, my entourage got to have this and they got to have that, and to the point where they got to always control the narratives. They didn't care about all that. All they care about was, we want to win championships. And you could see it. The proof was in the pudding. One was 6 for 6. The other one was 5 for 7. And this one right here is an abysmal 3 for 9. Nobody wants to talk about that, but I'm going to be the one to talk about it, and I'm going to be the one to bring it up. The point that I'm trying to tell you is, he's going to try to go to either that Lakers team to form that super team, or he's going to go somewhere else to try to form some super team. At this point, I don't even want to think what's going on in this guy's head, because like I said, one thing that I know and that I can always lean on is, this guy always likes to control the narrative. And by him doing that, he's basically right now probably trying to recruit all of these guys. That's why you haven't heard anything just yet about, what the free agency moves are going to be, et cetera, et cetera. Because remember, they have all the way up until the second week of July before they come out and say, hey, I want to go here, I want to go there, blah, 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 blah. The point that I'm trying to make is this. He's trying to recruit these guys hard, the Kawhi Leonards of the world, who's having a vulnerability right now. Right now, he's having a mental vulnerability with the San Antonio Spurs, and rightfully so, man. They did that man dirty, the way they handled his injury situation. So he's vulnerable right now. LeBron could be up in his head. Paul George, obviously, he didn't like, that the time that he played with, Russell Westbrook. Because Russell Westbrook is cut from that old school cloth. Maybe he don't want to play under that. Maybe you want to play under a super friend situation. That's another vulnerable situation for a guy like LeBron James, who likes to control the narrative to exploit. So I could see this whole Lakers thing that everyone's talking about with them forming this super team. But here's the problem. Even with that team that they have, I hear people say, well, Kawhi Leonard is better than Kevin Durant. I don't want to hear that nonsense, man. I like Kawhi Leonard. I've said it in previous videos. Anybody who knows me knows I have all the respect for Kawhi Leonard. To me, he is the best two-way player in the game of basketball. But that does not mean he's better than Kevin Durant. Let's cancel this misnomer, man. That dude is not better than Kevin Durant. Even on his best day, he can't, tie Kevin Durant's shoes. I'm just keeping it real. So let's get that out of our heads, man. Kevin Durant has shown up and showed out. We saw it in the last two finals in those game threes. When Kawhi Leonard could give me that on a regular, then come and talk to me. Until then, let's get this nonsense out of our brains that he's better than Kevin Durant. And this whole crap about, oh, well, if him and LeBron James are on the same team, they're going to be, the first and the second best player versus Kevin Durant, who's the third best player. I don't want to hear that, man. Kawhi Leonard don't even deserve the right to be in the top 3 right now, because guess what? He's been injured. And when somebody's injured, you have to take them out, because you have to wait until they come back from their injury to see if they can play on that level for you to consider them to be on that level. Okay? So right now, the 3 best players in the NBA, in my opinion, is Kevin Durant, number 1. Then I got LeBron James, number 2. And then I got Stephen Curry, number 3. 2 of those 3 best players are on the Golden State Warriors. Don't get it twisted. Because last time I checked, all you got to go do is look to see the finals averages that Kevin Durant was able to put up and the finals averages that, Stephen Curry was able to put up together this year versus the finals averages that LeBron James put up. I mean, come on. Stephen Curry has earned the right to say he's the 3rd best player in the NBA, bar none. But I got to give Kawhi Leonard his credit. If Kawhi Leonard can be 100% and he can come to that level to where I'm accustomed to him doing the things that he can do and be as great as he needs to be, then I'm going to sit back and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to say, you know what? I think Kawhi Leonard is going to be a problem because of what he does on the defensive end. I saw when Kawhi Leonard single-handedly made Kevin Durant had to go into the offseason and work on his offense. So that's why I said I have given Kawhi Leonard his just due in a previous video, and I'm giving his just due right now. Kawhi Leonard defensively can cause problems. He's about the only person I see in the league that can rip up Stephen Curry because Stephen Curry, man, he be razzle-dazzling folks, and I see how Kawhi Leonard's defense is. It's old school, man. It's cut from a different cloth. So him playing on the same team with LeBron James would be dangerous in the sense that he doesn't need the ball. He can play off ball, and he's a two-way player. And you can use him as your number one defense guy so he can land home defensively on the top guy, and that would eliminate LeBron James from having to do that. So I could see why LeBron would want to recruit a guy like that and take the easy route out like he's done before. Matter of fact, like he was the originator of it with this super teams nonsense. So yeah, I can see Kawhi Leonard being dangerous from that regard. But to sit here and to have the Jalen Rose of the world and these people say that he's better than Kevin Durant, come on, man. You guys are just you spewing nonsense. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what else? That's the thing. They always have to ask Kevin Durant this question. What else does this man have to prove? This man got two finals MVP, and it's directly against LeBron James. So what else you want from this man? And if LeBron's not careful, he gonna have a third finals and a third finals MVP directly against LeBron again. So I don't want to hear this, man. This crap about saying Kawhi Leonard is better than Kevin Durant. Shoot, LeBron James ain't better than Kevin Durant. So how Kawhi Leonard better than Kevin Durant? I said it. I'm gonna say it again. LeBron James ain't better than Kevin Durant, so how Kawhi Leonard better than Kevin Durant? I mean, come on, man. Stop talking nonsense. That's what you guys are doing. But is LeBron James going to the Lakers? I don't know. Because, like I said, I don't know what's in this guy's head. All I know for a fact is this guy likes to control the narrative, and he wants the attention on himself. And he's probably jealous that, the last 3 out of the 4 years, the attention's been on the Golden State Warriors. And he's going to do everything in his power to make sure that the attention falls back on him. So do I see him, going to the Lakers? I could see that as a high possibility because what that would do is that would put all the attention on him because, first of all, playing in with the Lakers are a prestigious organization. They're huge. It's Lakerland. It's already media driven. There's already a lot of pressure because now you have to play up against the likes of the Kobe's of the worlds, the Shaqs of the worlds, the Kareems of the worlds, the Magics of the worlds. So there is a history, the Jerry West's of the worlds, the Wilt Chamberlains of the worlds. There's a history associated, with the Lakers that, you kind of got to follow. And it's a level of greatness there. So the pressure is going to be there. The question is, will LeBron James want that pressure constantly? And if he does, what else is he going to add? Because having a Kawhi Leonard and a Paul George ain't enough. You're probably going to need another player that's going to be a game changer. Like, for instance, if they were to have LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Anthony Davis, then I'll have to, raise my eyebrows and be like, okay, this team, not only would they be a serious threat, they could potentially beat the Golden State Warriors with those four guys. But that's the question. Will they get those four guys and will they acquire it to form that? I don't know, but with LeBron James, anything is possible. This is He Knows His Sport. Check it out.